your lips got me amazed. How about you let this cowboy take you away? Give me that wink, I'ma give it right back. You know you like it, you love it, you want some more of that, that's right. You made me smile like I did when we were radio kids, catching that countdown on Sunday, all the way to one back when it was, do you love me? If you do, check, yes please. Girl, you know you think my tracks are sexy. Got me spinning like a jukebox junkie, making me feel like 90s country.
Everybody, Scott Lear here at B-Chord. We're in York, Pennsylvania for the York Fair, right?
Man.
Talking to you once again, Mr. Walker Hayes.
Dude, good
How
to
are you,
see
man?
y'all. Miss y'all. Haven't seen y'all in a little bit.
It's been a little bit. Cornhole. That's what I
Yeah.
was just going to say.
Yeah.
Last time we played for Craig Campbell's Cornhole
right.
tournament, Fight
That's right.
CRC.
That's right,
Awesome
dude.
time.
We did pretty good.
How we finished? 7th?
Yeah,
like
which
mid-pack?
sounds bad, but like that's the middle, man. And we had, you know, I mean, I don't, no offense to some of those guys, but like
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Well, the coolest thing for me, and I know this is going to get me in the doghouse, but we beat DJ Silver.
That's all that matters, man.
That is all that matters.
And he apparently brought it home the year before
I
or
heard
something
that.
like that.
So that means a lot.
Yeah,
right? That
I
means
love
a lot.
Man, it was fun. It was a fun day.
It was
that was
awesome.
a blast.
So we're here at the York Fair. So the
Right.
first thing I got to ask you,
Yeah.
your favorite fair game, what would it be? If you're
Oh,
walking
shoot.
by, you got the money to play, what's it going to
Fair
be?
game. You know, I love the swing the hat. Like my kids,
Oh.
they're impressed with strength.
Yeah.
So that drop the hatchet, hit the bell.
Ring the bell.
I mean, they don't realize that pretty much any man can probably do that, and that's why they have the game. So you'll hand them money
Right.
and do it.
And they
But
get a stuffed animal.
I mean, I love to shoot some hoops. You
There
know,
you
the
go.
rims are always rigged, but I can still get a teddy bear out of it. But man, I'd usually just try to minimize those games, dude, because you'll leave broke.
Oh, it's awful,
And
especially with kids.
Right, and that stuffed animal, I always do I'm just like my dad. I'm like, guys, this costs like a quarter to
Right,
make. Like they
right.
would just give these to you, and we just played $20 in games. So yeah, my kids love the bounce the ball off the wall, you know, into the basket. They love the darts,
Okay.
stuff like that. But
Yeah.
man, I mean, it's fun. I wish it was cheaper, but dude, any fair game is
I get it.
addicting.
What about fair food? You know, I know we
Fair
all try to
food,
eat healthy.
Yeah,
right?
I was about
But-
to say. I mean, I try to stay pretty strict, but dude, if there's a funnel cake like that people were ranting and raving about, I mean,
Gotta do
I
it.
gotta try it. It's like a beignet.
Yeah,
You know? So,
I've always heard one of the best things here at the York Fair is they do two waffles with
Oh, wow.
a Neapolitan ice cream in between.
That sounds just health conscious all
It's
the
great,
way.
man.
I mean,
No calories.
I mean, it smells like what you just described right now. So somebody said fried Oreos. So
Oh yeah, that's good
I may have
too.
to try
That's good
that.
too. So
Yeah.
here we are. We're coming off the summer. You did
Yeah.
all the summer festivals. How was the tour through all the festivals,
Dude,
man?
fairs and festivals are awesome. I love them just because they're outside.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I dig a club. I dig the atmosphere, but, you know, parking the bus in an alley and just chilling in a green room, this beats that, you know, any day. Like, getting off the bus in the morning, freaking, you know, Ferris wheels everywhere, outside.
Sure.
It's just positive energy,
And that's
just night
awesome.
after night.
Dude, one of the coolest things following through, you know, on social media and all
Yeah.
of that, you doing Halloween at your shows.
Oh, dude,
And bringing
hands up.
all
like,
these
yeah.
guests in singing with you, female
Yeah, oh,
artists.
man.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, dude, that's one of my favorite things is when there's a female around or even somebody just locally
Yeah.
who sings. Because that's way cooler to surprise the crowd and give somebody an opportunity to jam
It is
with
cool,
us. So,
man.
yeah.
Who was it? I think I saw Lindsay L. I
Yeah,
saw a couple
Lindsay
others
L's
that
done
popped
it. I
in.
think
Yeah.
Carly Pierce
Yep,
did it
yep.
with us one night. What's her name?
Tennille
Towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rocked it. Who was the girl that wasn't signed? Karen McCormick.
Okay.
Man, she crushed it. And so that's a fun moment. And I love, you know, who knew when I was writing that song, it's a great opportunity to meet a female and be like, hey, you want
Sure.
to jam with us.
Oh,
So,
and it's
dude,
so good.
we love that part
And
of
the
the
fans
show.
just all
Yeah, they dig
was
it.
Amazing. Amazing.
man.
So one of the coolest things for me,
Yeah.
90s country. Wow.
You dig it?
Oh,
Do you
dude,
really?
it's awesome,
Good.
man. So
Yeah.
it's funny. I'm going to segue in. I'm giving away a question I
Yeah.
had, but it's perfect because
Go, come on.
me growing up listening
Yeah.
to 90s country, when I heard that song,
Yeah.
it took me back
go back,
to
yeah.
so many places.
Good.
Just hearing the song titles and like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I got to pull that old Shenandoah album back up because
good.
of that. You know?
No, and that's what we wanted it to do. Is
Yeah.
like basically be the equivalent of listening to one of those songs, you know, by meshing them all together. And dude, it was a tedious, it was a hard song to write. You know,
can
just
imagine.
something that dear to Shane and I.
Sure.
And lyrics, like we all loved it.
Yep.
And so when you pay tribute to something, nothing's enough, you know, like you couldn't fit. I mean, I didn't get Travis Tritt in there. You know, I didn't get Martina. There's just people that we had to say, hey, stop.
Yeah.
And there's like 10 versions that no one will ever hear.
is
But
so
I
cool.
think we did a good job of telling a story. So, hey, if you don't get 90s country, you're like, oh, this guy's talking a really cool language and hitting on a girl, you know? And then if you did, I love that. That's my favorite reaction is some of my friends are like, dude, I listened to Neil McCoy and Sammy Kershaw today because you mentioned Vidalia or that Wink.
Well, and that is an awesome segue because I thought my wife was the only one who, when I first play it for her, she's like, did it say Dairy Queen? And I'm
that's
like,
funny.
oh my God. So then I see your post come up, right? Yeah. So explain that whole deal. That was hysterical.
And I mean, and that could, somebody said, were you mentioning Dairy Queen from, maybe Small Town, some other song.
It wasn't a song, and I was trying to remember the same thing.
When they said Dairy Queen, I actually looked that up, and that wasn't a 90s song, whoever mentioned it. But yeah, I mean, I listened back as soon as people started hearing that, and I was like, I don't know, I say Vidalia.
Right, I didn't hear it either at
pretty
first.
clearly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I don't know. You know, that's funny. My delivery seems to do that in all my songs. I remember during Craig, people thought Laura was Barb. And I was like, no, her name's not Barb, it's Laura, you know. But man, I cannot be more pleased with the reaction. Like I said, I think when you listen to it, it sounds very smooth and it goes over and you smile and you feel nostalgic, but man, we worked so hard.
And I
mean,
can
we
see
just
that. When I saw that Instagram post, when you guys put that up with Shane McAnally
doing the
sitting
lick,
there, dude, I was blown away.
I know, right?
Literally, I'm like, I would have loved to have been a fly on that wall.
And I'm telling you, that was for real. I mean, we went in and we had yet to finish the bridge or the little outro.
Okay.
And we knew we had that to finish lyrically, and we needed a signature lick, and that was the real moment that Shane was like, what if it was da, 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 na, na,
it blew my mind.
Pretty
and then
nice.
I'm sitting there thinking like, thank God you guys recorded that.
Dude.
Because he was like, I don't even remember what I just did right now.
And you know what's funny is that the guy who engineered David Garcia was like, wait, what did you just do?
Right.
And we had to bring back that film.
That is so
cool. And then he
cool.
played it. And so, man, that's a real just magic moment. And I was glad, people got to see that. Because I think this song is going to blow up, and I think it'll be nice to be like, y'all, this didn't even exist.
Exactly.
Like, this is where it just fell out.
And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is just sometimes it takes one genius of a mind to say, this is what we should do here, and boom, it's done.
And tons of people are going to be driving around going, nah, 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 and it's like, that's the moment that we could have missed.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. So that was amazing. And is amazing. Everybody should go and get that.
Yeah,
I mean,
check it
by
out.
far, 90s country, amazing. Dude, how much fun was that photo shoot to start leaking all those photos out? That was crazy.
I can't take any credit. All I did was show up. My team, they were like, hey, we're going to remake the album covers. And of course, in your mind, you're like, well, if they're like eerily alike, that could be cool. But I had no idea. Dude, I laughed so hard.
I can't tell you how many times I looked at that
George
Strait box because I grew up on the tapes, man. I would listen to that all the time.
Well, when they showed me the finished product of those, my mind was blown. I mean, that was Monument Records. I mean, they came up with that idea. I showed up one day and they had like 8 different chairs with wigs, shirts and hats that went with this look, and so I would
so
change
cool.
in and just pose, and they'd be like, "Nah, turn your head," you know. And we were laughing
And they had it
all
to a
day.
T. I mean, each
Oh, they
one,
did.
when you did both, it was like, oh my
They did.
gosh.
The minute I know we did a Joe Diffie that I haven't seen come out yet.
Okay.
But man, when they showed me myself as Joe Diffie, I lost it. I was like, this is gonna be
I can't
the
wait to
best
see that one.
rollout.
That's
so,
gonna be great.
dude, props to my team. Like I said, all I did was
fantastic.
show up and laugh.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
So with that all happening, and
Yeah.
I started a new thing, started doing this Insta stalk, where
Okay.
I look around on everybody's Instagram,
Yeah.
find something. So the one for me was you in New York with a big old billboard
yeah.
of yourself right in front with 90s Country on
crazy.
it from Spotify. So
I know.
tell us about that story.
Oh man, I mean that's just one of those moments that kind of brings tears to your eyes. I mean, I don't, you know, I've been to New York like 5 times in my life. I love it. It's overwhelming. I'm just kind of like a little kid, and everything is so large. You know, I was talking to you earlier about I could just people watch there. I rarely even like look up, you know, and see stuff because I'm so distracted. And my team, they took me out the night before, and they thought I was going to be up at 12. So I was ready to go to bed and had no idea what they were doing. And it turns out it didn't show up. And so finally they let me go to bed, but I had no clue that what they were trying to show me. And then the next day, my manager, Rob, and his assistant, Marissa, were with me. And we were just kind of walking back and forth. And every time I would look at them, they would have their phones on me and then kind of act. And I was like, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to get content. And then I never looked up. And then finally, Rob was like, yo, what? Look up, and man, it was mind blowing. I mean, it was massive. And I had to tap. I just tapped like people I didn't even know next to me, and I was like, dude, that's look.
me.
And they would be like, oh, it is. And this is actually the shirt that I have on in that ad. But man, big props to Spotify, and you know, that's a big deal from just a dude from Mobile,
Oh
you know, like me, who you know, it feels like with each song it's just a bigger and bigger splash. And you know, hopefully 90s Country will set up the next one and more material, and that's a big sign, you know. Like 2 years ago I never would have been on a billboard, you know. And you know, now Spotify is like, this dude's gonna hang around. So yeah.
Well, it's a good segue too. So 90s Country comes out.
Yeah.
What are we looking new album? We got stuff in the works.
You know, I'm really just focused right now, you know. And you know, 90s Country, I started that song about 2 years ago, but Shane and I really got after it about 3 months ago, and we said, hey, this is the next single, which made it hard to write. You know, when you know, hey, this is it, this is your radio thing, it's a little more difficult to just kind of chill out and get it perfect, you know, how you want it. And so there's a couple more songs that I'm thinking like that we'll follow up. And then, you know, I really hope to have an opportunity to release some more 8-tracks, a little more of the personal side of me. But really, I just want to balance it. Like, honestly, I want to kill it on radio with 90s Country, grow the fan base, and then share with them the personal stuff, and then do it again. You know, give them another, you know, radio single that hopefully cracks that top 10 and has that massive audience, and then hand them some fun, like, insider acoustic stuff. So hopefully that will continue to grow our show. You know, our fans, the crowds just get bigger and bigger and louder and louder. So we're very strategic. I mean, we don't just like throw stuff out there, you know. And but really, man, focus right now is on 90s Country. I just hope people, you know, appreciate the hard work we put into it, and that it takes them back.
Yeah,
it makes them feel something. And I hope, you know, I still want a number one. I mean, that's still a dream of mine. And so, you know, who knows, man, maybe this is the one.
Yeah. Well, it was awesome. We were walking around enjoying the fair a little bit. There were Be a Craig t-shirts everywhere, dude. So I'm telling you, it is making that. It is.
Good. And man, that means a lot to me, because that's a song that maybe wasn't made for the mainstream radio lifestyle. And I love to look out in crowds and be like, that person got it, you know, and liked it.
Well, and one thing I want to tell you, I want to thank you personally. You have helped me immensely. We did the B Chord Bash. You did a little recording for me on that.
Oh, good.
We raised, I think it was $6,000 for
rich.
St. Jude at that.
That's awesome,
yeah, man,
dude.
it was
Awesome.
it was so much
Anytime,
fun.
man.
It was the best thing in the
Anytime,
world.
for
So
real.
keep doing what you're
Dude,
doing.
thank
We
you.
appreciate it. We
Thank you.
totally
Thank y'all
appreciate
for
it.
taking care of me.
Everybody, go download 90s Country. Give us a follow at bcourt615. Appreciate it.